Yes, I am an anarchist. Yeah. It has a lot to do with my father, who was authoritarian, and and so I always sort of I didn't like authority. And then I started reading books on anarchism. Tlaloc. My name is Tlaloc. I first came to Auroville in '74, and I've gone and come back many times. Normally, people think of anarchism as bomb-toting people who want to just destroy society. But anarchists have actually, where you see them actually in operation, like in Spain, they were very supportive of the society and fought to liberate Spain, which they didn't, they lost. But that had a lot to do with the communists. the communists who were supposedly, everyone was fighting Franco and the fascists, but somehow the communists were fighting the anarchists and killing them as well. There were schools of anarchy, like in Barcelona. There were many anarchists. And during this period, during the Spanish Civil War, there were really a lot of anarchists all over Europe. Many of them were Jews. The barbers, for some reason, a lot of anarchists and barbers, and all the tram drivers, they were all anarchists. And so they gave haircuts for free, and they gave tram rides for free. And so it did exist. And then you had all these great thinkers. I can't think of any of their names now. Their names are always hard for me to pronounce because I just see them in books. During the late 60s, early 70s, there was a time when the whole movement, because there was a movement that, we were trying to bring peace, and it was a lot to do with the Vietnam War. And then Martin Luther King gets killed, Kennedy gets killed, and then Nixon was installed. So a lot of people really lost heart in the movement. The Weathermen were one of the first that just decided, well, we're going to just start to blow up places that are linked to the war effort. But there were anarchists. God, I wish I could remember that book's name. The Anarchist Reader. That's what it was. Brilliant book, because it had all the top people who were trying to define what anarchy was. So in that, there was people within that school that they wanted to tear down society, but there was others that wanted to disengage from society, because that's what anarchy is about as well, is just trying to you don't accept the hierarchy that's in place within any country. So you just do acts of defiance, and now they don't have to be violent. They can just be acts without harming anyone. Yeah. My life has been one of resisting authority, whether it was the protests during the Vietnam War, or the anti-corporation and or pro-environmental. That was both my work and my passion. Here, there's divine anarchist. Well, there are divine anarchists within Auroville. Johnny would definitely be one. Patrick would be one. Jean and Colleen. So there are divine anarchists here. I don't consider myself a divine one. And I think, compared to the 70s, the amount of red tape and bureaucracy that is part and parcel of growing up, it seems. There's so much bureaucracy that I guess that will only breed more divine anarchists. I wish you would have told me the subject so I could have at least cited books and the supreme thinkers of the schools of anarchy. Okay.